Afternoon all, welcome to 619. I'm Evan.
And I'm Emily. I'm joining Evan today on hosting. Today we have Heather doing an awesome talk, carrying on with Fruits of the Spirit. So that is going to be fantastic.
It's going to be really good. And just before that, we are going to have a quick worship song. So I'm going to just do a quick prayer and then we're going to go into that. So Lord, thank you that we have got this chance to be together, even if it's virtual. And I pray what Heather gives us today is really going to be something that impacts us, that challenges us and brings us closer to you. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Hi folks, so Evan started off the Fruits of the Spirit series last week by talking about love and looking at John 15, and he listed off all of the fruits of the Spirit for us. We had love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness and self-control. And this week I'm talking about the second in that series, and that is joy. So when you think of joy, you might think of Christmas and some Christmas carols like "Joy to the world, the Lord has come," blah, blah, blah. But joy, like a pet, it isn't just for Christmas. Joy is something that you can have all year round, and if you look after it properly, again, like a pet, doesn't have to leave you. So what is joy? Most people think that joy is just like being happy, but it's so much more than that. Happiness tends to be a fleeting emotion that can be taken away without much warning. Just like opening a box of your favourite chocolates or celebrations or heroes or roses or whatever you have in your house, and finding out that your favourite one isn't there anymore because somebody else has taken the last one. I bet you wouldn't be happy. I know I wouldn't be happy if John nicked all of my favourite chocolates. But joy is so much more than a chocolate selection. It comes from deep within us, and it comes from a thankful heart. Last year, we were lucky enough to adopt a dog. Our 5.5-year-old, now 6-year-old Daphne. And you may have spotted her in previous episodes, or if you watch any of our Sunday services, she likes to make an appearance when we're doing worship. But I've noticed over the last few months just how happy she makes us. And I know it's not surface level happiness, because even when she is barking at the postman, sorry Anthony about that, or just being naughty, she still makes me happy. I still love her. And she has brought so much joy to our lives over the last year, when everything's a bit rubbish and we can't see our friends. We still need to go outside and get exercise because the dogs need the walk. We need to go out every day because of her, and that makes us happier. Now, I'm not saying that everybody needs to go out and get a dog. Please don't get me wrong. Don't go to your parents going, Heather from 619 says that I need to get a dog, Mum. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is find something that brings you that much joy. It might be a new hobby or a new skill that you can learn. It might be hanging out with somebody in a COVID-safe way, of course. Again, please don't get this wrong. Or it might be hanging out with your pet, if you do already have one. There are so many ways to find joy in your life. So now we're going to look at what the Bible has to say about joy. And today we're going to look at the book of Psalms. It's the biggest book of the Bible, and it's probably the easiest one to find as it's right smack bang in the middle. So got my Bible, halfway through, about there, yeah. Open it up, and we're going to look for chapter 100. There are 150 chapters in this book, but we're looking for number 100, and it has the title, A Psalm of Thanksgiving. And it's only short, so I'm going to read the whole thing. It says, "Shout with joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him singing with joy. Acknowledge that the Lord is God. He made us and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving. Go into his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good. His unfailing love continues forever, and his faithfulness continues to each generation." So in verse 1 it said, shout with joy to the Lord, all the earth. So shout, give it some welly. When you're joyful about something, you want to tell everyone, don't you? Have you ever heard the phrase, I'm so happy I can shout it from the rooftops? Well, that's what this is saying. And it says, tell all the earth. It's an instruction for everybody to feel joy. In verse 2, worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him singing with joy. So don't come up to God saying, oh, you've failed me. You've let me down, like a grumpy teenager. Come to him with praise and with thankfulness. In verse 3, it's all about knowing who God is and how he loves. It helps us to know who we are and our identity in him. And if we can know our identity, then we can have joy in the fact that we have a God who loves us. Now, going back to that box of celebrations for verse 5 earlier, if you knew that your favourite chocolate would always be in the box, wouldn't that be something amazing, something to celebrate? Well, we have something so much better than a chocolate choice, and that is God's love and his faithfulness. It won't run out on us. His unfailing love continues forever. God was around at the beginning of time, and he'll be around to the end of the time. And his love for us started at the beginning of time and will be there right until the end. It's not going anywhere, and that is something to celebrate. So, being joyful is something that can rub off on those you spend time with. If someone smiles at you on the street, do you smile back? I know I do. I can't help it. Now, going back to my dog, when she smiles at me and is playing or being silly, just playing games, and I get to tickle her and rub her belly and stuff, and she smiles, I can't help but smile too. Just like a yawn is contagious, so are smiles. And wouldn't the world be a better place if everybody just smiled a little bit more? Joy is something wonderful, isn't it? Don't you agree? Well, thanks for listening, guys, and I hope you tune in next week to find out about the next fruit. Bye!
Great, thank you for that, Heather. That was really good. I think it's really important at the moment that we've all got joy, and that we're all able to enjoy things. As things start to reopen, that we can get out and we can start to enjoy again. So thank you. That was really good this week.
And speaking of joy, your weekly challenge this week is to try and bring joy into someone else's life. That could be helping someone in the house do the washing up. It could be going and seeing a mate. It could be going and having a kick around a football with your sibling, which is really annoying you at the time. Anything that is going to bring a little bit of joy and happiness to someone else. But that is it for this week. Join us next week for another exciting episode. But before we go, Emily's going to quickly pray us out.
All right, Father, thank you for this episode. Thank you for what we have learnt about joy today. And I pray that through the next week, we are able to bring some joy to someone's life, and that we are able to know you better through it. In your name. Amen.
Amen. Bye, guys.
Bye.